Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. It's a sort of a late cricket show today, but I kept my promise here, and I'm here back. And what a day we had here on the third day in the Trent Bridge Test between India and England, where India, for the first time in the series, ground out the England bowling to such an extent that with the cushion of a lead they were placed at 300 and they declared it 352 for 7 with Virat Kohli getting to his 23rd test century and Cheteshwar Pujara getting a 50 after 23 innings without a 50 as he got 72, and then Hardik Pandya made a runnable 52, and India had the luxury of declaring the innings close, setting England 520 runs for victory, and going into the fourth day. England were 23 for no loss, but 498 runs still to get. They would be, if at all they win, they would be staging one of the most successful chases, and one knows for a fact that it is not going to be. It is not something that would be on the cards, and India would be definitely hoping that this is their chance to get their first victory in the test series. Well, so I'm going to talk about that game, but in a very brief manner. So today it started off with Virat Kohli and Pujara resuming the morning session. It was a wicketless morning session with both Virat Kohli and Cheteshwar Pujara not taking any risks, and really studying the England bowlers. But one has to say that in that particular session, James Anderson bowled superbly. He tested Virat Kohli. In fact, a catch was dropped by Keaton Jennings, and that was something which was very serious because Virat Kohli really took it on from there, and so it was definitely a very tough thing for England, as a big partnership started between Virat Kohli and Cheteshwar Pujara. As I said, they somewhat saw off the morning session, a wicketless morning session at that, which was good news. And then there was this particular stand slowly started getting into the groove with Virat Kohli taking the challenge of playing the strokes, and as far as Pujara was concerned, he was really grounding himself very well as the score moved along, and it was a brilliant partnership which yielded 100 and I think it was 111 runs to the good, and things were going on for India in a very serene manner at the time, with the score on 224 for 3. But then it was nice application and dedication shown by both the batsmen Cheteshwar Pujara and Virat Kohli. But then at the score on 224, India lost the wicket of Pujara. Pujara was the next to go. He was taken at first slip. This was Pujara actually wafting outside the off stump, and that really Ben Stokes was the bowler, and Cheteshwar Pujara was dismissed for 72, caught by Alistair Cook at the first slip with 9 boundaries. He did a wonderful job, and Virat Kohli continued on and went on to reach his 23rd Test century as Ajinkya Rahane joined him, and Ajinkya Rahane was playing a bit of a sedate role compared to what he did in the first innings. And then Virat Kohli went on to his 23rd Test century, and with the Indian score on 281, Vokes trapped him LBW for 103 with 10 boundaries. So definitely a lot of commitment shown by Virat Kohli. The ball was angling in, swinging in, and he hit him on the no roll, but it was a shuffle by Virat Kohli, and he missed to flick the delivery, and up went the umpire's finger, and that was the end of Virat Kohli. But Virat Kohli, 23 Test centuries, he has equalled the former Indian opener Virendra Sehwag's record of 23 centuries. What a player Kohli is turning out to be. 103 with 10 boundaries. And after that, Rahane contributed 29 with 3 boundaries, becoming a victim of the bowling of Adil Rashid, as a wrong one had Rahane not reading the ball properly, and it clean bowled him as he misread the length of the ball. Ajinkya Rahane was gone, bowled by Rashid for 29, and then Rishabh Pant was an early goner. In fact, he was dismissed by Anderson as an outside edge to first slip. The ball was angling in from round the wicket from Anderson, but it straightened down at the corridor, and an outside edge which was snapped up by Alistair Cook in the slip region. So Pant was gone for just one. Pant was promoted in the batting order, in fact, ahead of Hardik Pandya, but I thought it didn't really work. And then Hardik Pandya came in, and he was the one who gave India or Virat Kohli the option of declaring the innings. So Hardik Pandya rattled on very well as he got a runner ball stuff, hitting an unbeaten 52 of as many balls, which included 7 fours and 1 6. Shami was a victim of the bowling of Rashid for 3, Ashwin was not on 1, and India with a cushion of more than 500 runs for the taking, 352 for 7, declared the innings closed, so and set England a target of 520 runs to win the third test match. The bowling, well, 3 wickets for Rashid, 2 for 68 for Stokes, 1 wicket apiece to Anderson and Vokes. As far as England were concerned, they had their openers coming in, and they had to survive a torrid 9 overs where they were severely tested, one could say, by the Indian bowlers Bumrah, Ishan Sharma, and Ravichandran Ashwin. Was good to see. So we only had the 2 pace bowlers, Bumrah and Ishan Sharma, actually bowling, and England went to safety at 23 for no loss after playing 9 overs towards the end of the day. Cook was not out on 9 with 1 boundary, Jennings was not out on 13 with 2 boundaries, and that was the end of the day. But definitely India doing a very good job here of having set and definitely eyeing a victory in the third test match, as they set England a mammoth task of 520 runs to win the match, and hitherto never done 500 runs chase, which has never happened according to me. And now they will be chasing 520 runs, and they wiped off 23 runs, but 498 runs still there. Time is not a problem. There is enough time to do it. There are 2 full days left, so England can bide their time at the crease. But it depends. It all depends on how long England can survive with the Indian bowling. If they can do something that they did in the first innings, England could be really struggling. But I think the match is nicely set up, and the 4 days play should be a very interesting day's play. There's no doubt about it. So, but as I said, this was the first day that India showing total ascendancy over England by raising 352 for 7 declared. So, and the only one sad part for England was that Jonathan Barristow was hit by a wobbly delivery from Anderson, which hit him, and he is injured, and one does not know whether he would be able to bat, but nevertheless he was not there in the field today, and that is not good news for England. Hopefully he recovers and is there to take on the Indian bowlers. Well, so from here, dear fans, subscribers, just as a sort of a skimmer, one could say, today Afghanistan and Ireland were playing the official T20 match, which was played in Ireland, between Afghanistan and Ireland. Afghanistan did not put up a very big score. They put 160 for 7 on the board in the first T20 match, and as far as Afghanistan were concerned, they had a new batsman, Hazratullah Zazai, who actually did not have a good debut when he started off, but today, what a knock from Hazrat Zazai. I mean, he looked to be someone who was absolutely tailor-made for T20 cricket, and shown what talent this Afghanistan team possesses, because Shahzad made 29 of 21, 2 fours, 2 sixes, but Hazratullah Zazai totally lifted the spirits of the Afghanistan innings with a cracking innings of 74 of just 33 deliveries, which included 8 fours and 6 sixes. So that will really give you an idea as to how powerful he was with the bat. Asghar Afghan made 31 of 30 deliveries. Other than that, there was not much to talk about. 160 for 7 was what Afghanistan put on the board. And the best bowler was Joshua Little. 4 overs, no made, and 2 for 20, and 1 for 29 for chase. Ireland chasing 161 were definitely found the going very tough, especially with the spinners Mujibur Rahman, Rashid Khan, and Mohammad Nabi getting 6 wickets among them. And the Irish batsmen definitely struggled. The highest scorer being Gary Wilson, the captain of the team, 34 of 23, 3 fours, 1 6. Other than that, Sterling made 27 of 19, 1 4, 2 sixes. These are only 4 players who could reach the double figure. Simi Singh 20 of 17 with 1 6, and 22 by George Duckrell, not out, of 13, 1 4, 1 6. And the end, if you look at it, 3 for 35 for Rashid Khan, 1 for 33 for Nabi. Mujibur Rahman was very, very miserly, 3 overs, 2 for 14, and the man of the match going to I think it should be Hasrat Zazai for his cracking knock, I thought, but nevertheless, so it was a victory for Ireland, a victory for Afghanistan in the first T20, as Afghanistan won the match by 16 runs, and Hazratullah Zazai really stood out according to me, and also shows what tremendous talent Afghanistan possesses in form of these youngsters. Well, dear fans, there's nothing to really talk about. That's about it as far as today's cricket show is concerned. It was a bit short due to shortage of time. Hopefully you'll all bear with me here. Thanks for your company as always, and it's good night from me.